guys. Welcome to the show. So I'm talking about how women are actually primitive in a certain way. And so what is meant by this is that the way they operate, like look at anything from where they went crazy over like the Beatles to just the way they move. They move in like packs. They move in like the universal flow. They move in like this kind of following each other around, trying to, look similar, like have, makeup and just, be social and be part of this like collective and like follow each. If one of them approves of some guy, then they rely on that to decide if it's a good mate, and they so I actually want to say that I spent I attended I learned from this guy who's who knows about a lot of things. He knows about how like the world in a way that in a way that also considers how women operate. And the truth is he said that just like to have fun and just like the guy that's interesting and don't care about they're poor at making decisions on who to have children with, and we see this playing out. And then part of it is because women are allowed to get away with things. Like in my personal experience, most women can't keep secrets, can't be trusted in that way. They share their opinions in a way that's inappropriate and doesn't, like, it's just, the women that are supposed to be like closer to me have not taken me seriously, just because I see the problem is that women are not okay. So I've been engaging with it. I've been learning from a guy who's like the best in the world at public speaking and cold approach to women, which means like just randomly approaching women and using psyops to seduce them. And basically they are not interested in philosophy. They're not interested in bragging about being a whore and father and letting them know that what the fuck? Some idiot cut me off and like did it in a slow way. So yeah, we need to just respect and knows about cold approach and stuff, is because it's like what do women really want is part of the question, and the reality is women want a guy who they can follow. Right? Women want a guy who they can follow, and that's why they like the bad boy, rude asshole types, is because he doesn't care what they think, and he doesn't want sex from them. He could get it from maybe another woman, and it's very important to use that same concept. Well, it's tricky. That's why marriage is tricky, because you're basically committed to a person. So that's why it's important for women to be women, so they don't start thinking like men and masculine and what are my options. Like, you don't want women on birth control being low estrogen, because they turn into men, and that affects the dynamic of attraction of birth control damages women's estrogen. Like, men would never take like an internal birth control thing, like, because it's going to affect like your testosterone, and as a man, you rely on that to feel like a man, right? And so yeah, it's a complicated thing, but basically, well, I might as well just say, yeah, the guy is Owen Cook. You can look him up. He's so fun. I listen to him a lot, and he did this thing where it was like a one night. I don't want to say what I spent because it was a lot, but it was like a one night of going out, and it's and just some guys are into the cold approach thing because they're trying to have sex with a woman that they're attracted to, which if you really think you're that worthy of that, then wanting of that, then why don't you get a wife so you can have consistent sex and with somebody who's not been with other men? Because obviously, and here's the big thing, is if you're with someone, then obviously they've been with other men, so it's like a big deal breaker for me, obviously. So where am I going with this, right? Frickin' sunglasses is where I'm going with it. Here we go. Perfect. Alright, you guys. So yeah, so what's the next thing to say after this? So it's like, just an awareness. Like I got some inner understandings of, how Owen thinks, and he, we all know that he's not like in a monogamous committed relationship. But for him, one thing I really picked up on was that he likes the idea of game, quote unquote, like cold approach. Like he sees it as a sport that he really enjoys doing. Just like it seems like some men really have this attraction to like wanting, not being satisfied with only one woman. And to me, that's a function of the sex drive and of the orgasm energy. And the reason I say energy is because we all know that energy dissipates once you get post-nut clarity, right? We understand that. So, but again, all of this doesn't matter compared to vulva. Vulva is a superseding force and experience and visual presentation. So that may be a good conclusory note. And the reality is that the chasing is it feels insulting. It feels insulting to be rejected a lot. It's embarrassing. And then some other key points that were made was that women need to have sense of reference because they easily forget things. So they need to have like for example, travel mugs from the places you've gone. They need to have a history kind of archived in pictures on the walls and everything. They need all that. Okay, here we go. They need all that, and so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a question of, oh boy, here we fucking go. No, we'll be fucking here, so it's alright. Alright, guys. Fucking fresh. Beep. Alright, you guys. It's good being with you.